Hello, good morning, friends. Today we are going to discussing the stack data structure. Already we are looking in the data structures. Data structure is nothing but it is going to be dealing with the data, how the data is organized in the memory, how we are going to retrieving the particular data from the memory in the efficient manner. That is the main concept. For that sake, already we specified that we are going to having the number of data structures, stacks, arrays. Already we had seen arrays will come under into the linear data structures, as well as stacks also will come under into the linear data structure. It is going to be specified as the abstract data type, because we are going to performing the sum of the operations on that particular data structure. Stacks is nothing but one type of array only. Means whereas the array is going to be considering, it cannot be perform the insertion and deletion operations. Even though if it is possible, it will take the too much of time to access that particular operation. But to overcome that one, we are going to entering into the stacks operation. Means here stack is nothing but the array only. Means sequential memory locations we are going to considering. On that particular stack, we are going to performing the insertion operation. Means addition, adding the elements into that particular stack, and the removal of element from the stack can be performed. Both operations can be done at the one end. That end is nothing but the top end. We are going to placing the data into the stack is called as the push operation. Whatever the data, whatever the element we are going to inserting into the stack, that operation is nothing but the push operation. Whatever the data we are going to removing or deleting from the stack is called as the pop operation. Okay, whatever that push and pop operations we are going to performing, both operations are going to be performed at the one end. That end is nothing but the top end. Means whatever that stack we are going to specifying, it may be any length of the size. Last element is called as the bottom element. Topmost element is going to be called as the top element. Here, that push and whatever the element is going to be inserted lastly is the first element is going to be deleted. Because of that reason, here we are going to specifying as the last in first out of manner. Insertion and deletion is going to be performing at one end. Whatever the element is inserted lastly, the element is going to be removed first. Because of this, that property is called as the LIFO, last in first out manner is going to be performing. Here stack is nothing but again we are going to having the hardware stack as well as software stack. Hardware stack is nothing but inside the CPU will be available. Means here it consists of the group of registers. To perform the operations on that particular registers, we are going to using the hardware stack. But whereas here in this data structure, we are going to concentrating on the software stack only. Whenever we are going to specifying the stack, the size of the stack will be the fixed area in the memory. Means already we specified that it is also one type of array only. But whereas the array is going to be considering, it cannot be performed the insertion operation as well as the deletion operation. Whereas the stack is going to be considering the it is going to be permitting us to insert the element and removal of element from that particular array is called as the stack. Means generally maximum places we are very less places we are going to using the hardware stack. Maximum we are going to working with the software stack only. Here, if you go through the stack, how it will be? Means this is the stack I am going to considering. Means this is the array. Insertion means push operation is going to be performed and pop operation is going to be performed at one end. That end is called as the top end. Last element, which is the last element in this particular stack, that one is going to be represented as the bottom end. Because of this, whatever that push operation and pop operation is going to be considering, it is performed at the top end. This one here, how many elements are available? 6 elements will be available. This is the indexing of 0. This one will be the indexing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now top value will be the 5. But in some cases, from here 0 onwards we are going to starting. But in some of the books they are going to specifying this one will be the indexed as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the time, if there is no elements, at the time top is bottom means the top is going to be indicating the 0th location. Suppose if we are going to starting the index from the 0 onwards, top is going to be indicating the -1. But whereas here we are going to considering the from 1, means this one will be the index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, 5, 6. Like this we are going to representing. Here, what are the operations we can perform on this particular stack? Placing the data or inserting the data into the stack. Means at the top end is going to be performed. That one is nothing but the push operation. Removing data from the top of the stack is nothing but the pop operation. Suppose we are going to specify in some location. On that particular location, which value will be available, we want to access. To get the value of the specified location is nothing but the peep operation. Change the value in the specified location. Instead of existing value, we are going to replacing with the some other value. That is nothing but the change operation. Okay, here generally maximum people, maximum books also, they are going to performing the stack operations is nothing but simply they are going to specifying the 2 operations only, push and pop operations. But whereas we are going to considering, we are going to concentrating on the 4 types of operations: push operation, pop operation, peep and change operations. Okay, placing the data or removing the data at the top end only, it is going to be performing. Before inserting the element, we have to check the stack, whether the stack is having the empty location or not. Whenever it is having the empty location, then only we are going to pushing the element into that particular stack. Suppose if there is no empty locations on that particular stack, that one we are going to specify as the overflow condition. That one we are going to specifying as the overflow condition. Suppose if we are going to concentrating on the pop operation, means deleting the elements from the stack. At the time, first of all, before performing that pop operation, we have to check that whether the elements are there in the particular stack or not. If it does not have any element, at the time there is no possibility to perform the pop operation. That condition is called as the underflow condition. Both are going to be performing at the top end only. Because of this, top is a pointer variable. Whether is it going to be underflow or overflow, we are going to checking. Okay, if you want to if you want to insert the element into that particular stack, top pointer is going to be incrementing by 1. Suppose if you are going to performing the pop operation, one element means the top element is going to be deleted. Because of this, top pointer is going to be decremented by 1. Because of this, it may be insertion operation or it may be deletion operation. It may be increments by 1 or it may be decrement by 1. Here we are going to taking the some example to perform the push and pop operations. We are going to implementing the stack. Here we are going to assuming the size of the stack is nothing but the 4. Means totally 4 locations will be available. At present it will be the empty. Because of this, top is going to be indicating the 0. Means our index is going to be beginning with the 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Suppose if the top equal to -1, at the time our index is going to be beginning with 0, 1, 2, 3. Like this we are going to specify. Whereas our example, we are starting means we are giving the indexing from 1 onward. Because of this, top value will be the 0. At the time it does not have any elements on that particular stack. Okay, next one we are going to performing the pushing operation. Which value we are going to pushing? 25 we are trying to pushing. Because of this, once we are going to perform the push operation, it is going to be inserted at the first location. Top is going to be incremented by 1. That is nothing but top equal to 1. Again we are trying to pushing the another one more element. The value will be the 40. 40 will be inserted into the second location and the top value will be the 2. Here we are going to inserting the pushing the 55 element. Now top value will be the 3. Again we are going to pushing the 22. Now top value will be the 4. Again we are trying to pushing the element 10, but there is no empty locations. Because of this, it will be the overflow condition. There is no possibility to perform the push operation. Because of this, that 10 is not inserted into the array, into the stack. Okay, here we are going to perform the pop operation. Pop operation means almost all already we specified that whichever the element is inserted lastly, that element is going to be deleted first. Because of this, whenever we are going to performing the pop operation, it is going to be deleting the 22 element, 22 value, and the top value is decremented by 1. Again we are going to performing the pop operation. Now 55 is deleted and the top value becomes as 2. Now again we are trying to perform the pop operation. Now 40 is deleted, top value becomes as 1. Again we are trying to pop the one more element. Now 25 is deleted, 25 is popped and the top value becomes as 0. Still I am trying to performing the pop operation. Top value will be the 0. Because of this, there is no elements on that particular stack. It is going to be specifying the underflow condition. Totally, these are all the operations we are going to performing on that particular stack. Okay, whatever that algorithms, we will see one by one. First of all, we are going to considering the push operation. Push operation means if you want to perform that particular push operation, what are the parameters are essential? Means we should have the stack. Stack is nothing but the array. Because of this, here we are going to specifying the S array. S array is going to be representing as S square braces beginning and square braces close. It is representing as the array. And the top pointer is going to be specified and the X element is going to be inserting. X element is going to be pushing. We have to specify these are all the things. Means here we are performing the push operation. Push operation requires the 3 parameters. First parameter will be the stack, means array name, and the second parameter will be the top value, and the third parameter will be the which element we are going to inserting. First step we are going to be considering that whether the push is possible or not. Means we are going to checking the overflow condition. Now the top value is greater than or equal to n. Means n is nothing but the stack size. In the earlier example, we specified that the n will be the 4. At that time, fifth element cannot be inserted. Because of this, if the top is greater than or equal to n, then simply without performing push operation, we are printing that stack overflow, and it is going to be stopping there itself. Means it is not cannot be performed the push operation. Suppose if it is less than n, at that time top is going to be incrementing by 1, and we are going to placing the x value into the s of top. Means s of top means s of means if you want to access any particular location, array name, and within square braces we are going to specifying the subscript or index. Now the index will be the top or subscript will be the top on that particular location. Means s of top equal to x. We are going to placing the value into that particular stack, and we are going to return the function. This is the push operation. Similarly, pop operation. Pop operation requires the two parameters. First one will be the stack array, and the second one will be the top value. Before performing the pop operation, we have to check that whether it is having any elements in that particular stack or not. Means here we are going to checking the underflow on stack. If the top value will be the 0, at that time already we had seen in the example also, there is no elements on that particular stack. Because of this stack underflow, it is going to be printing, and it is going to be written there itself. Suppose if it is not equal, it means if it is greater than 0, at that time it is having the sum of the element. Because of this, top pointer is going to be decrementing, and we are going to return the top value. Means whatever the top is going to be indicating the third location, that value is going to be returned, and the top is going to be decremented by 1. Like this, we are going to performing the pop operation. And the next one will be the peep operation. Peep operation is nothing but here we are going to specifying that the top is going to be, we'll take the one example here. And here we are going to considering the one example. On that particular example, we are taking the some size, stack size will be the 4 or something. We are going to opening the whiteboard. See here we are going to considering the stack is going to be considering like this. Here we are going to specifying this one will be the 0 location, and this one will be the first location. Sorry, this one will be the first location, this one will be the second location, and this one will be the third location, and this one will be the fourth location, and this one will be the fifth location. But whereas technically we are perfect on that particular programmer is going to be indicating that this value will be the 1, and this location will be the 2, this location will be the 3. Whereas the layman is going to be considering, if you want to access this particular value, At the time he is going to be specifying that location number will be the 4. Means he is going to be identifying that this location will be the 1, and this one will be the 2, and this one will be the 3, and this one will be the 4. But how it is going to be identifying? Means here we are going to using the one formula, top minus I plus 1. Means now here it is already filled up with the sum of the values 10, 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. Now top equal to indicating the fifth location. Now if we want to access this value at the time top equal to, we have to specify that top minus I plus 1. Now what is that top value? Top value will be the I 5 and minus, and I value will be the 4 and plus 1. Now 1 plus 1, it will be the 2. Now S of 2 will be the going to be written. Now this one will be the S of 2. Like this we are going to specifying. Here we are going to using that formula. Because of this, PEEP also going to be having the 3 parameters. First one will be the array name, means stack name. Second one will be the top pointer value, and the third one will be the location value we have to pass. Before performing the PEEP operation, even here also on that particular location, whether the value will be available or not. Suppose if you are going to taking the same example, if the I value will be the 6 here, at that time there is no 6 locations here. Because of this, it cannot perform the PEEP operation. Because of this, we have to check the underflow condition here also. Because here we are going to checking that whether if top minus I plus 1 is less than or equal to 1, at the time there is no possibility to perform the PEEP operation. Stack underflow on PEEP and exit. Suppose if it is not less than or equal to 0, means it is greater than 0. At the time on that particular location some value will be available, we are going to return that particular value. Return S of top minus I plus 1. See here, sorry, plus 1, this one will be the. Like this we are going to accessing that particular PEEP operation. Next, change operation. Change operation also similar, same thing. On that particular location, in the PEEP operation we are going to accessing that particular value, whereas here instead of that particular value we are going to placing the some other value. That is nothing but the change operation. Because of this, even here also we are going to checking the underflow condition. If top minus I plus 1 is less than or equal to 0, it cannot be performed the change operation underflow condition. Otherwise, S of top minus I plus 1 equal to X, and it is going to be written. This is the operations we are going to performing. Suppose if you want to display the particular stack, whatever the elements are available on that particular one, we want to display one by one. At that time we are going to specifying the display algorithm. It is having the only one parameter is going to be accessing. Along with that one, you can access we can pass the top pointer variable also. If top equal to 0, at the time stack is empty and it is going to be written there itself. Otherwise, we are going to performing the top value. First of all, we are going to printing. After that one, it is going to be decrements by 1. Again, it is printing and it is going to be decrements by 1. Because of this, repeat for I equal to starting from the top down to, means downwards it is going to be performing up to 1. Print S of I. Means I value is going to be initialized with the top. If the top value will be the 4, means first of all I value will be the 4. second term I value will be the 3, and third term I value will be the 2, and fourth term I value will be the 1. Like this, it is going to be printing all the elements which are available in the stack, and it is going to be stopping here itself. Program we will see in the next video. If you like this video, you can like and you can share it to your friend, dear and near and dears. And material also is going to be uploaded with along with this video. You can download and you can go through on that particular video, particular material. If you are having any doubts on this particular one, you can post your comments on the comment box. Okay, thank you.